everyone, and welcome. Today we are going to be looking at question 21 in the 2019 grades 3 to 5 Math Kangaroo question paper. So, without any further ado, let's jump right into it. One of 5 children, Alec, Bartek, Zarek, Derek, and Edith, have eaten a cookie. Alec says, I haven't eaten a cookie. Bartek says, I have eaten a cookie. Zarek says, Edith hasn't eaten a cookie. Derek says, I haven't eaten a cookie. Edith says, Alec has eaten a cookie. And only one child lies, so who has eaten the cookie? Now the key point to note is that only one child lies. So let's look at these statements, and we're gonna go one by one and then find out who has eaten the cookie. So first we see that Alec says, I haven't eaten a cookie. So let's say that's a lie. That must mean that everyone else is telling the truth. So Bartek says, I have eaten the cookie, which would be the truth. Edith hasn't eaten a cookie, which would also be the truth. Derek hasn't eaten a cookie, which would be the truth. But then they say, Alec has eaten a cookie. Now, we have to make that the truth, which must mean that Alec has eaten a cookie, but Alec says, I haven't eaten a cookie, which is a lie, which means 2 of them have eaten a cookie, Alec and Bartek, but only one person has eaten a cookie, so that means Alec hasn't lied. So now, let's say that Bartek has lied, that he has eaten the cookie, which means he hasn't eaten the cookie. So then, I haven't eaten the cookie would be a truth from Alec. Edith hasn't eaten the cookie would be the truth. I haven't eaten a cookie would be the truth. And Alec has eaten a cookie would, once again, it wouldn't really match, because if Alec has eaten the cookie, but Alec says, I haven't eaten a cookie, and we see that the statements are crossing once again. So that means Bartek isn't the one who lied. So now let's say that Zarek lied. Now, if Zarek lied, that means Alec hasn't eaten the cookie. Bartek has ate the cookie. Edith hasn't eaten the cookie. That means he has eaten the cookie, since Zarek is lying. Now, already we can see that Bartek and Edith have eaten the cookie. And as I've said before, only one of them have eaten the cookie, which must mean Zarek isn't the one telling the lie either. So now let's say that Derek is lying. If Derek is lying, Alec hasn't eaten the cookie. Bartek says, I have eaten the cookie, which is the truth. Zarek says, Edith hasn't eaten the cookie. Now, if Edith hasn't eaten the cookie, that is the truth. Doesn't cross with any of them as of now. And then we have that Alec has eaten a cookie. And we see that the statements are crossing, because Alec says, I haven't eaten a cookie, but Edith says, Alec has eaten a cookie, and both of them have to be telling the truth. That means Derek isn't lying. So that must mean that Edith is lying, but let's also make sure. So, we know that Alec hasn't eaten the cookie. Bartek says, I have eaten a cookie. And then Zarek says, Edith hasn't eaten a cookie. But that means Edith hasn't eaten a cookie. And then Derek says, I haven't ate a cookie, which is the truth. And then Edith says that Alec has eaten a cookie, which is a lie. Because if Alec has eaten a cookie and we say that is a lie, that means Alec hasn't eaten a cookie. And that doesn't cross with Alex's statement, because he also says, I haven't eaten a cookie. So now that none of the statements cross, now that we know who has lied, which is Edith, we have to find out who ate the cookie. Well, we can see that it's clearly Bartek, because he's telling the truth and he has truthfully said, I have ate the cookie. So that must mean the answer to this problem is B. Thanks for watching.